Hi everybody, I'm Andy Westley, Director of Whiskey Sales and Education at Foley Family Wines and Spirits, and one of 18 Masters of Whiskey in the world, and welcome to our next episode of Two Fingers of Whiskey Knowledge. Today we're going to talk about a very unique whiskey from the Loch Lomond group called Spearhead. This is actually a completely unique whiskey in Scotland because it is 100% malted barley, but it is made in copper column stills rather than in pot stills. So you'll notice on the label, it does not say single malt whiskey because even though it's 100% malted barley, it's made in column stills, so it can't be called a single malt whiskey. The only place in the world that I know that are using this particular style of whiskey making, other than Loch Lomond with this particular whiskey, is Nika with a whiskey that they make called coffee malt. They make a grain whiskey called coffee grain, and then they make a malt whiskey called coffee malt, both in coffee stills named after Aeneas Coffey, who was the person who invented the column still. This whiskey is then aged in infrared toasted barrels, not charred barrels, but infrared toasted barrels. And because of that, because of the 100% copper column malted barley and the combination with that infrared toasted barrels, we get something that's deep and rich and fruity on the palate, which we would expect from Loch Lomond due to their long fermentations with their distillate, but then softer and fruitier and more approachable on the palate than their single malts. Why? Because this is made in a column still and distilled to a higher ABV, so we still get all that fruitiness, but we're also getting some wood tones on the back of this whiskey, which make it an excellent opportunity for bourbon drinkers who are looking to try Scotch for the first time and or a great Scotch whiskey to mix with. So that's Spearhead. 43% ABV, Slàinte mhath.